If you have an assistant or you're looking to collaborate with other people in your office, there's a tool in Matrix called Team Settings, and this allows one user to switch over to another user to act on their behalf or act as them. And two things need to happen in order for you to set up team settings. One, the other user needs to be under the same office. And two, let's say if it's like an assistant, they need their own unique login and password. If that's the case, if you want to set up an assistant account, you have to reach out to your local service center or your association, and they'll work out setting it up with you. Okay, so let's say I'm the assistant, and it would work like this. Let's say I start off the day logged into my own account here. And what I can do is I can go up to the very, very top right, and I can click on my account, and I can switch over to somebody else in my office because they trust me enough to be in their account. Now, if I do switch over to their account, I can do anything they can do. It's pretty easy to set up. So I'm going to go ahead and go to My Matrix and down here to Settings. So if you are interested in giving somebody else the ability to toggle over to your account, go to My Matrix and Settings, and you're looking for Team Settings right here. And when I go to Team Settings, here are all the people that I have added, and it's really easy. So if I'm interested in giving somebody access to my account so they can just switch over back and forth, I would go here to Add, and I need to know what their member ID is. And when I do that, I can put it in here. Okay, make sure there's no extra spaces in here. And I can click on Find, and this is going to look that user up. Now, as long as, once again, they're under my same office, I have the ability to go in and give them two options. And a lot of people do what's called Impersonate, which means if that person switches from their account to my account, anything that they do looks like I did it. So if they go into my account, look up some properties, send them to a customer, it's like I did that for them. Or you have a second option, which means work on behalf of. So work on behalf of means if they go into the account, maybe they send an email out to a customer, instead of being sent from me, it would actually say sent to you on behalf of me. So it's like they're working on my behalf. So I can add that here. And when they log into their account, they'll be able to switch over up here at the very, very top right to my account. Now, I can also set a formal team name. So if you have several people working under the same banner, you can set a formal team name, like let's say training team here. And I have the ability here to allow the team members so the option of switching between their own names and the team names when printing an email team contacts. So when I click this box, instead of it showing my name, everybody that uses this would actually be under the same banner. So I can click on Allow, click on Save here, and then take a look at the top right. See where it says Working as Training Team? That means we're working under one banner here. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that. And I'm going to go back to my settings here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over from here to Tamara's account. And when I'm in here, let's say we send out an email. So let's say we go in and we find a property. So let's just go ahead and grab a random property here. And let's grab a new listing. And let's say we take this particular listing here and we email it out. And I'll go ahead and just send it to my email here. And we'll just say testing, work on behalf. And I'm going to go ahead and send this, just a one-time email here, and send it out. And I'll go ahead and check my email. Okay. See where it says Johnny on behalf of Tamara? So that's what an email would look like if they send it out that way. All right, work on behalf of. And that's pretty much it. So team settings allows one user to go in and act on the behalf of another person or function as the other person depending on the settings. So remember, this is located under My Matrix and Settings. Now, permission can always be revoked at any time. So if in the future I decide I wanted to remove that, let me get out of this account and go back to mine. If I wanted to remove their access, I can go back to team settings, select them, and I can always delete them if I want to. And that would remove their access.